Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a new video. So last time we did an unboxing for the eGPU, but I did leave out a couple of details, and those details were how to get it up and running and benchmarks to show you how well it runs, which is something that we're going to do in today's video. So the main requirements that you need is going to be 3 different ports, connections inside your laptop, which the one we're using in today's video is going to be a mobile PCI-E connection. Now, the other 2 is going to be an express card connection and an M.2 slot. The laptop that we're going to be using in today's video is the Asus X501A, and it's packing a dual-core i5 3.6 gigahertz. It's a Core i5 3380 amps, so we shouldn't see any kind of bottlenecking with our GPU. However, I am worried that we have a PCI-E 2.0 instead of 3.0, which might actually downgrade a little bit of the performance from the card, because NVIDIA did state that you need a PCI-E 3.0 to run it. So we will see a little bit of a bottleneck, but not that much. But without further ado, let's get started. So in today's first test, what we're going to do is we're going to run Adobe Premiere Pro and render out a clip. So this clip that I have here, I'm using GPU acceleration right now, so we're using 1000 CUDA cores to help our i5 render out the video, which I was only using the software when I had the eGPU off. So we want to see if there's going to be a performance difference. So last time it took me about 10 minutes to render out this clip at 1080p. We want to see if there's going to be a difference right now using the eGPU. So we're going to go ahead and click export. So it's already saying that it's 2 minutes. Last time it said it was about 10 minutes, and it literally did render out in 10 minutes. Adobe's pretty accurate with their timing. I'm just gonna show you right here. It is definitely rendering it a lot faster with the percentage. Definitely quicker than Camtasia Studios, because it does not use GPU acceleration, or I think it doesn't, because when I looked at my GPU usage, it was barely 20%. So yeah, definitely a performance increase when it comes to video editing.
Just so that you guys can see, if we go to options and extra, you'll notice that all of our settings have been completely maxed out. So graphics options, custom, quality, advanced, everything is oh, I guess that one wasn't maxed out. Here we go. Everything on. Global illumination, everything to be exactly maxed out. Now we can't use the Intel features with the special effects and stuff. We don't need it. We have NVIDIA here to help us. And as you can see in Camtasia Studios, we're 130 FPS, which is something that I didn't get with my Intel HD graphics. So let's go to career. You need to be signed in. I don't really give a shit. Let's run this map. So 120 FPS right now in the menu. It's looking really good. So we're going to go ahead and start with the Boss 302, 1969, which is one of my favorite cars. If you guys watched my Forza video, if I didn't delete it, I believe so, I left it. It's definitely loading a lot quicker. Here's a little battery pop-up. It's loading a lot quicker than I expected, 80, 70 frames per second on Ultra. My desktop does it at 100 FPS on maximum settings. It dropped down to about 80, 90-ish on average. So 30 FPS is definitely a CPU bottleneck, because I do get a much higher frame rate using GPU inside my desktop, because my Core i3 is a lot more powerful. But the frame rate should slowly go up into the 40s. Oops, crashed there. 50 FPS, yeah, it's going back up because the physics in the game are just a bit too intense for my CPU inside my laptop to handle, because my Core i3 inside the desktop is just a lot more powerful than the i5 inside this laptop. So you should definitely see a CPU bottleneck. 60 FPS, there you go, on Ultra settings. This is something incredible. Like, I've never was able to achieve this FPS using this laptop with the Intel HD graphics. Definitely a performance improvement, and I do recommend getting it.
Some of you might have an interest in knowing whether or not you could use your internal display to run the setup, and it really depends on your motherboard. In order for this to work, you need your graphics card to communicate with the Intel HD graphics. So you have to have them both at the same time on in your BIOS. And certain motherboards do not allow this. For instance, my desktop can run my Intel HD graphics with my graphics card, so I could use them both if I wanted to in certain situations. But on my laptop, my BIOS does not accept this, so I had to use an external display, which is what you're looking at here. There are a few options. You could go to Best Buy and buy yourself a portable monitor, which is around $100 US or $80 Euro. And basically, it's like portable. It has a battery in it, and you could like carry it around and put it in a suitcase, and that will work. But other than that, you're pretty much out of luck. But anyways, I'm gonna have to wrap up this video. If you guys did enjoy, hit that like button. If you didn't like it, go ahead and smack that dislike. I also forgot to mention one thing before we wrap up the video, is that this thing right here, which is a mobile PCIe connection to USB, will not work because it does not have an express lane. I've already tried this, it doesn't work. I even tried soldering, modifying this thing from an MSATA to communicate with your, it just doesn't work because USB 3 does not have the express lane. But anyways, without that further ado, if you did enjoy, subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next one.